they snip a little here, a little there. Hello, we see what you're doing. It's like they're at a cocktail party. They're taking all the shrimp. And all the Democrats are left with is the sweaty cheddar. By the way, sweaty cheddar is what they call Steve Bannon in college. Ouch! That's a nasty Ginsburg.
You blew your own glasses off. That's amazing.
At my age.
Well, it seems like you're in good spirits, Justice.
I gotta be, Colin. The Supreme Court Justice is the only job where people openly place bets on when you're gonna croak. Well, joke's on you. I made a deal with our female guard that I would trade height for years. So by 2095, I'm gonna be the size of a Playmobil. But I'll still be kicking ass and taking Benita.
Are still determined to stay and fight.
Yeah, well, who else is gonna do it? It's always the women, okay? It just goes with the territory when you got yabos. Or in my case, 2 little oxygen masks like they got on airplanes. They look empty and they only drop down in an emergency. That's a self-Ginsburg, hello.
Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, everyone.
Luck of the Irish. Luck of the Irish. Mama's about to get herself a little luck of the Irish.
FX.
Supreme Court is also back in session this week with new Trump-appointed Justice Neil Gorsuch. Here to comment is liberal Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You are coming and swinging, Justice.
No, I can't go on a swing. I'm too tiny. Last time I went on a swing, I ended up in space.
AOL has announced that their long-running instant messenger service will shut down for good in December. AOL's announcement said simply,
goodbye. The world's heaviest woman died this week. The world's heaviest woman was best known for her catchphrase, "Stop calling me that." For O.J. Simpson's first meal after being released from prison, he had 2 double quarter pounder meals from McDonald's, which explains the new slogan for Burger King.
Burger King. O.J. eats at McDonald's.
the White House is expected to soon roll back the federal requirement for employers to include birth control coverage in their health insurance, which is just ridiculous. I mean, of all the goofy nonsense that employers do pay for, cookie cakes, tote bags, office parties, you can't also spring $10 a month for birth control? I mean, how about just skip one Bagel Friday so that Karen, an accountant, doesn't have to take maternity leave every time she raw dogs her husband? Karen, an accountant, begged me not to tell that joke. How could any guy even be against birth control if it means better sex and no kids? We don't even get any of the side effects. Women do, and they're fine with it. Honestly, I don't know how we're getting away with this. It knocks their entire chemistry out of whack. Women are basically putting their bodies through global warming just so I can keep pretending to have a latex allergy.
Horrible. LG has introduced a new smartphone that emits ultrasonic waves, which it says will keep mosquitoes away from your new brain tumor. A new survey finds that half of Americans think that in the future, having sex with a robot will be normal, while the other half are women.
National Sarcasm Awareness Month. Cool.
Well, there's also been a national conversation this week about mental health. Here to share his thoughts on this topic is Pete Davidson.
Well, as some of you may know, I was recently diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, a form of depression. And depression affects more than like 16 million people in this country, and there's no like cure per se, but for anyone dealing with it, there are treatments that can help. First of all, if you think you're depressed, see a doctor and talk to them about medication, and also be healthy. Eating right and exercise can make a huge difference. And finally, if you're in the cast of a late-night comedy show, it might help if they, do more of your sketches.
I'm sorry, wait, are you saying that you're depressed because you're not getting enough airtime?
Oh, no. I was born depressed, but it might make me feel better if I was on TV more.
I don't know if this is maybe the best solution.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, come on. The show was like 8 hours long, and there's like 50 sketches a week. It seems weird you wouldn't use one of them to fight mental illness, but I guess that's not your style.
All right, well, maybe one approach might be to write more sketches for yourself, Pete.
That won't work. My sketches suck because they're all written by a depressed person. Lauren said that.
So it's sort of like a chicken and the egg thing. Yeah.
Exactly. In fact, chicken and the egg was also one of my sketch ideas that got rejected. It was about a chicken that ate eggs, but it was also about Black Lives Matter.
That sounds terrible.
It is. So I need you to, write it for me.
Wait, you haven't even written it yet?
No, I'm, depressed. Look, here, I have a doctor's note.
Oh, okay.
I'll read it.
For the airtime?
Yes. To whom it may concern, please use Pete in more sketches where he gets to kiss the host. And use more of his rap videos, which I hear are actually really good. Also, this doctor's good, man.
Yeah. Sounds like a real doctor.
Also, he should play Rex Tillerson a lot. Signed, Pete Davidson's doctor.
Okay, well, that sounds legit. That sounds like a legit. Also, I would like to point out, Pete, that you look nothing like Rex Tillerson.
So give me a mask. What? He looks like a Muppet fell in a lake. And that's just one of the many jokes you'll see next week on Pete Davidson's First Impression segment.
Pete Davidson, everyone.
How have I not been fired?
Weekend Update. I'm Colin Jost.
I'm Michael Che. Good night.
Who are the 355?
We're the best agents in the world. American, British, German.
Well, there's also been a national conversation this week about mental health. Here to share his thoughts.
It's Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Well, after President Trump was criticized for a terrible response to Hurricane Maria, this morning he finally gave the people of Puerto Rico what they needed most: a bunch of tweets straight up calling them lazy. Trump said the people of Puerto Rico, quote, want everything to be done for them. Then he told his caddy to repair his divot and drive him to the next hole. Hey, Trump always said he was going to get things done faster than any other president. And now I believe him, because it took George W. Bush 5 years to get his Katrina. Meanwhile, rapper Pitbull, great transition, has loaned out his private jet to help rescue people in Puerto Rico. Wow, if only Donald Trump knew someone with a private jet. How is the President of the United States worse at humanitarian aid than Pitbull? And you know Pitbull was doing it while also featuring on 4 different tracks and hosting foam parties for Bud Light. Trump is busy doing the real work, making excuses while half explaining what an island is. Just watch.
This is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
What are you talking about? It's not a treacherous journey. It's Puerto Rico, not Skull Island.